and wait for the light to come. But you can't wait. The only way out is to step forward, to face your fears, to become your own light. There's gonna be a lot of times y'all about to fail. We are all a work in progress. But in that moment, I want you to remember the power of you. You will change the world.
Even when you're struggling, even when you're discouraged, and you feel like other people have given up on you, don't ever give up on yourself.
The indomitable will, if you have a belief you can do something, the only way you grow that, like in the gym, you grow your muscles by actually exercising them. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Status quo is normality. It's alive but not living. It's death on a stick, guys. The belief of the individual overrides thousands of people with just intent. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones. You have to continue to push yourself because your true potential will never be matched, guys.
Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits.
The future rewards those who press on. With patient and firm determination, I'm gonna press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm gonna press on. Stop complaining. Stop crying. We are gonna press on. We've got work to do.
What's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls. Take ownership of your problems. And then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. Take ownership of your mission. Take ownership of your job, of your team, of your future, and take ownership of your life and lead to victory.
It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, and you work with the system, that you have the vision and never give up, that you become creative and relentless and keep on coming back again and again and again, and that it's you that you got to take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard. Easy is not an option. And when life knocked you down, jump back up and said, it's not over until I win.
All right. Good morning, everyone. We are going to be getting started in 60 seconds. I'd like to welcome everybody to our Fast Start training, our 5 and 5 Fast Start training. So hopefully you are in a place you have your Go Gladiator forms already printed up, 2 copies of them. You can get those down off of the Eagle Team Wealth Builders Worldwide website as well as the Union website. You can pull those forms down. You want to get a pen and pad ready. And if you already have your form from weeks before, go ahead and bring that as well. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So good morning. I am Dr. Sergio Rozzelle along with Mr. Al Murray. And we want to welcome you to our Fast Start training. The goal of this training is to get everyone started quickly in developing and building a massive business. We will get started. It's going to be an interactive training. For those of you that are new, you want to invite all of your other affiliates on your team to this training, and this happens each and every Saturday at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the gentleman that is a big part. In fact, he is a tremendous trainer. He's been in the industry for many, many years. He's sought after by leaders all over the world in the world of KaratBars International. He's a family man. He loves helping everybody. In fact, he dedicates himself to the team on so many ways. He actually hosts our VGR every Tuesday and Thursday night. And of course, he does a tremendous job on this training every Saturday. So it is absolutely a pleasure to invite or to welcome to the front a gentleman that has hit the gold director level in KaratBars International in a few short months and has built a very viable, strong team. And this guy also likes to have fun, and he's doing so well that he has picked up the moniker of Mr. Bustin' Loose. So without further ado, let's bring to the front Mr. AL Murray. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Certainly appreciate you, sir, for all that you do, your awesome leadership. And I tell you, man, I just don't feel like I would be here without some of the great teachings that you've done and helped me with over the time that we've been involved with this awesome opportunity. So I appreciate you, sir. And by all means, I'm so excited about that clip that we opened up the call with. That was an exciting choice, sir. And I tell you, man, that thing has me so pumped up right now. Well, listen, folks, it is a plum-pleasing pleasure to be before you today. And I tell you, we've got about 9 folks on the line right now. And I tell you, what we're going to do today is we're going to give you some of the best that we have. We want to help you understand what it takes to achieve and have success in this business. We also want to make sure and show you the platform, because I see right now that we do have a lot of most of the folks on this line are seasoned associates. And what we want you to feel comfortable in doing is making sure that you are able to filter and bring your new affiliates to this mechanism here, this training here, and that they will get what they need in order to be very, very successful. That we have a distinct plan in the way that this training flows. It is in conjunction with the other trainings that go through Wealth Builders Worldwide. But we spend a little more time going through the actual steps that are required in having the success and accomplishing the 5 and 5 fast track bonus. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and move forward. The first goal here is the 5 and 5 Karat fast track bonus. That's your first goal as a new affiliate in this company. And one of the things that Mr. Amazing, Rodney Roach, has been saying as well is that each and every one of us as affiliates right now with this new comp plan, all of us should be going out right now and striving to accomplish the 5 and 5 bonus, folks, because what that is doing for us, it is teaching us to lead by example. And now we can actually push and teach our new folks to do something that we've actually done ourselves. So with that, folks, in order to achieve the 5 and 5 bonus, what it is it's you personally helping 5 affiliates within your first 5 weeks in the business acquire a package at your level or higher, and you get a free upgrade to the next level. So let's just say you come into the business as a silver package holder, all right? And and it takes you 2 weeks to help 5 people join the business as a silver as well. 3 could be silvers, 2 could be gold or VIP. It does not matter as long as they're your level or higher. You do that in the first 2 weeks, and it advances you to gold. Then you come back and you help another 5 people come in at the gold level or higher, and now you will achieve a free upgrade to the VIP level, folks. So understand, this is vital to our business success here. And not only that, but definitely with the new comp plan enhancements, it helps with the income building as well. So let's make sure that we're pushing for this, folks. So what I want to do is I want to encourage every last one of us to visit the wealthbuildersworldwide.info. We want you to register. We want you to view the thing called the MAP. The MAP is the massive action plan. It shows you how to build your business and what you need to do. Then you want to go through the entire website Understand what's there, understand the tools that are available to you there to help you build your business. Now, as a vital member, as a participant of Wealth Builders Worldwide, each team member, we commit to acquiring a minimum of 1 gram of cash gold every month. This is vital to our comp plan. Not only that, folks, but we're looking for each member to do 5 to 10 transactions. We call them contracts, 5 to 10 transactions per month. Now, you just starting out your business, you could actually go into the system and start acquiring that cash gold. That's how we build our wealth. It's all pertaining to the acquisition of gold, transferring that fiat currency that you have, the US dollar, and transferring that, exchanging it or selling it, if you will, to this company for a real asset called gold. Now, this cash gold is special because it is the highest quality gold, and it is available to you at the most competitive prices in the entire world. And in fact, I haven't seen anybody in the world selling it any less than we are, folks. So understand, you can go in, if you want a gram, you can get 1/10 of a gram 10 times, 5 times, you can get 2/10 of a gram 5 times, and each one of those individual transactions is a transaction or a contract. This, folks, is vital to your overall success and long-term success in getting and achieving promotions within our awesome company here. So what I want to do is I'm going to shift gears for one moment, and I just want to take you to Wealth Builders Worldwide. Here's the website here, all right? So what you'll need to do is you'll need to log in and create a login right over here in the corner here, login status and create a login. Then you're going to come over here to the map, all right? We've got a welcome letter for new affiliates. That's what you should be sending all of your new affiliates, that welcome letter and what have you. But this is the system. It talks about the invitation. It talks about putting together, making a list, putting together 100 names, okay? Choosing your top 20 people and putting them on that particular list, all right? So it also talks about the verbiage that you use in contacting and inviting, piquing interest and what have you, how you come through and present, actually invite them to take a look at information, and then the follow-up conversation. So this is all written down for you right here and showing you how to have success. Not only that, but this awesome team has trainings on a regular basis. You can see right here, fast track trainings, okay? So again, this training isn't designed to replace any of these trainings. It's designed to enhance or add to, because we're going to physically go through how to put this list together. We're going to physically talk about how you contact and invite folks and pique their interest. We're going to physically talk about and using you participants on this line, go through and do actual 3-way phone calls. The aim is that you leave this call and you're able to go out and get into productivity mode and achieve your 5, 5, and 5 directive. Now, while we're here, I'm just want to go to this section right here. I'm going to go over to KaratBars. Now, this is an account of somebody that's a very close family member. This person is well established in life, investments, mutual funds, insurance, investment grade diamonds, stocks, bonds, but they're interested in leaving something to their family. So they start acquiring gold, leaving again gold to their heirs. All right. So what I want to share with you here is simply when you log in to your primary KaratBars.com site, you can switch over right here to KaratGold.sg. You have 2 sites. All right. Now, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to log in. So the login is the same, but understand this. All we're doing, this is the KaratBars site. You click here and it switches you over to SG. We're going to wait for the computer to catch up. All right. Now, what's vital about this here is what we want to share with you is we want to share, matter of fact, let me do this. This is, so I did not want to do that. Yeah, here we go. I want to show you where these referral links are. All right. So here you have, this is the sign up referral link. All right. But this is your landing page link. So you can copy this to your clipboard, copy this to your phone. You want to have this in your phone. What I have done is I've attached my link to www to a domain name, www.wealthsystems.com. So when I give that link out to someone, this is the link that I share with folks. They actually come to a website. All of the information right here to find out about this awesome company and what we're doing with our coin and what have you. But this is the video that I'm having them watch. It's an 8-minute video. All right. They can always come right back here and register. And I love this because when they register, they click that button to register. Boom, they're right here. So what they're doing is they're registering as a free affiliate, and they can set up their gold savings account. They can get their KYC documents done. And from this point on, they are in the business. They can get, they can acquire gold, exchange their fiat currency for gold, and they can acquire the coin. This is what we're using here. Also, you can come back to the map, and there is a link where you can get a landing page here as well through Wealth Builders Worldwide. So whichever system or whichever way you're using it, it's fine. This landing page has a series of 3 videos that take a person through various levels of knowledge to move them through the business. So with that, folks, I'm going to move back into our PowerPoint, and we're going to move forward. So these are things that we're going to talk about in this training. So it's very important, folks, that you understand that there are 4 ingredients to building your business. First is your mindset. You know, you got to have a I will until mindset, a mindset that you're not going to quit. Next is your why. Why is it that you're in this business? Your why is super important. You need to know and understand your why, and so does the person that brought you into the business, because that's what's going to keep you moving during a time frame when you know, things may seem a little difficult in the business, you know, as they sometimes do. You know, you're going to go through ups and downs in a business. That's just the way it rolls. But ultimately, it's always worth owning and establishing and having your own very own business. Next is your list. Okay, the list is super important. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to physically help you walk through your list. So I'm hoping that you will grab pen and paper and have everyone participate in this exercise, because we're going to try to extrapolate some data and as well. So we're hoping that everyone will participate and that you have your Gladiators Club forms that you can get off of the Eagle or the Union Facebook pages. All right. So your ability to contact and invite using third-party individuals and tools is going to be paramount to your success in the business. So as we talk about mindset, I just want to help you understand, folks, that your philosophy is going to basically take you through life, right? Jim Rome, he talks about a few disciplines practiced every day will lead you to success, or a few errors in judgment practiced daily will lead you towards failure. But here's what I really want us to understand, and the importance of this training, folks, and as you start to build your business, is the programming. That's what this training is. It's the programming, because us as human beings, we are the most adaptable creatures on the face of this earth. And the thing is we can program. We can start to accumulate the thoughts and the philosophies that we want to push us through life by the simple programming. All right. These thoughts and philosophies will adjust your attitude in a proper manner that'll lead you to the activities that will produce the results that you're looking for, ultimately leading you to the lifestyle of success or failure. So what we want to do is help you realize that it takes a lifetime to fail and only a few seconds to change your thoughts. Now, let's talk about the why, because the why is super important. This, as a sponsor, I need to know every person that I get involved in this company's why. And the reason why is because when they start to get into periods of times when they're not feeling so hyped about this business, I need to remind them why they got started in the business, okay? And now you can use that as a simple programming method yourself. Keep your why before you, okay? When things get hard, when you don't feel like you want to go out and do those exposures, you don't want to do that 3-way phone call, you don't want to follow up with that person, revisit your why. Your why. It must be strong enough to motivate you. All right. It's got to be that why should also, let me close this down here. That why, it's not an amount of money, it's what the money can buy or can do for you. Okay. It should keep you going when you're ready to quit. So let's talk. I just want to get 2 people possibly to share their whys. I know for me, my wife is the most giving and caring person that I've ever met in my life. Been married for 25 years. And this lady will literally help and do whatever it is that someone that she cares about she'll do whatever she needs to do to make them comfortable. And what one of my whys is to bring her home from work. I want her to be home and not have to leave out of this household every single day to go and work on a job. That's one of my whys. So what I want to do at this point is I want to open up to anybody on the line that is willing to share their why. I'm just hoping we can get one, possibly two people to go ahead and share their whys. You'll have to unmute your line. We've got about 18 folks on this line. If I can get one person to unmute and share their why with us.
Hey, Mr. Al, how you doing? It's Jermaine Galloway.
Yes, sir. I'm doing well, man. Thank you so much for stepping up and sharing your why with us today.
Yeah. Well, I guess for me, I guess right now there's kind of an amazing opportunity that what KaratBars is presenting for people, and I see why they don't say get rich or get a lot of money. They say generate yourself, and the way KaratBars is built is amazing. It's freedom. It's your opportunity of freedom. I tried years ago when I was like 23 to do a business, and one day it's kind of funny. My father called me, and I was buying the little business packages off TV. So one day the guy came. This guy was on TV. I forgot his name, but my father called me in the room. He was like, "Come here, I want you to look at this." He was on the news, and he was in a Ponzi scheme. So I bought a Ponzi scheme, and the judge read him his. He gave him like 25 years for him and his wife, and he fell out. My father laughed at me, and it kind of hurt me because I tried years ago in my 20s to get a business started, and I gave up. I just gave up. And it kind of hurt me because I'm doing the years, I'm an IT professional, and I got to keep getting recertified all the time. And this is like I'm running this rat race to get education, to do all this stuff to work for somebody else. KaratBars is giving me the opportunity for freedom. And it didn't really hit me until probably a couple of months ago. So I just want freedom. That's my why. That's all I have to say, guys. Hopefully I can get this thing started next year, and God bless y'all, everybody on this line today, and God bless everybody in the KaratBars, and I want to see everybody successful. So that's all I really have to say.
Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Galloway. I want to ask you a quick question. So what exactly does freedom mean to you?
Well, first of all, freedom mean to me, I guess the freedom just to do anything that you want. Get out the mindset like me getting up 5 in the morning, be out by 5:15, be at work 8 hours, come home. It's the same thing. What freedom with KaratBars can probably offer me is I can do basically anything. Get up anytime I want, go travel where I want. It frees your mindset from the normal rat race that us as human beings we're taught. What are we taught? We're taught go to school, get an education, get good grades, go to college, graduate college.
So let me stop you right there, Mr. Galloway. So what I'm getting, see, and I ask you that specifically because a lot of times we get a very broad why, okay? And so when you say freedom, I need to know exactly what freedom means to you. So in elaborating on that, you went into time freedom, okay? To be able to travel, to clear your mind, So these are the kind of things that will, that kind of pinpoint why it is that you really, really do this business. And I really wanted to kind of delve into that a little bit. You seem very articulate and unafraid to share. And I really, really appreciate that because that's what we need. And that's what brings value to this call and this training. But the other part of that is that we want to make sure that we're not getting broad strokes. So sometimes people like to tell you with their why, they want to say, okay, well, I want money. Well, what will that money actually do for you? So we really appreciate you sharing that with us, sir. And I want to open up one other person right now and see if they would be willing to share their why with us. Just one other person real quick.
Mr. Murray.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Simona Elliott.
Yes, Ms. Elliott.
Good morning. My why is my mother is 75. She works every single day pretty much of her life, except when she comes to visit us. And so since the last time I saw her, maybe I'm thinking in September or whatever, when she came here, she has deteriorated more. She has a bone disease, a rare blood bone disease, and she's deteriorated, which says to me that I need to be prepared if I have to take care of her. So I need to have financial freedom in a short period of time in order to be, I don't want to see my mother just go into a nursing home or whatever. So I'm pretty much the only one that she wants to stay with, even though there's 5 of us, 1 is in Germany. So that's my why. I'm very disturbed by the way she looks at this point. She's deteriorated because of the enormous amount of pain. So that's my why. It has driven me even more this week to do what I said I was going to do while I was out of school. So yeah, that's my why, because I really need to make sure my mom is okay.
That's a tremendous why. Not to downgrade or underplay anybody's why, but that's something that I can relate to. My wife and I are caregivers for my mother-in-law. I know Dr. Sergio Rozzelle is a caregiver for his mother, and that is a commendable why. And so I understand it as you are looking for financial freedom so that you can have the time to ensure that you're able to take care of your mother in her elderly years. That's a tremendous why. I appreciate you sharing that. But folks, that is just a very, very quick exercise on your why. And I really suggest that you go through that, as you do possibly a game plan or entry-level interview with folks that you bring into the business. So listen, I want you to grab your pens and your papers right now, because what we're going to do is we're going to, as soon as I go through this slide, we're actually going to start delving into the importance and actually putting a list together. So what I want to do is just help us understand the importance of having a list and putting that list together. The list is usually the first mistake that we make in our business, because we think that we can run that list and operate our business out of our phone. And what you want to make sure that you're doing is that you have an actual list, that gladiators form. You want to have that gladiators form with you. You want to be able to go to it and track and monitor everybody that you put on that list, be able to follow up with them, and be able to track your success. Generally, when I'm talking to an affiliate and they're talking about the levels of success that they're having and that they're not comfortable with what's happening in their business, if we go back to their list, we find out that we can find out and dissect what's going on in their business, whether they're not talking to enough people. If they are talking to enough people, but they're still not getting people to the meetings, then we know, okay, well, maybe you're saying too much. What are you saying? Okay, if you're getting people to the meetings and to the webinars and things like that, but you're not actually bringing people into the business, then maybe it's that you're not using third party. Okay, so we can dissect it. So understand that it's vital to your business. You got to put that list together. It's in preparation of your grand opening. It's the way we build for your private gold reception, folks, okay, to launch your business. It's your inventory. If you open up an automobile or used car salesman sells a used car dealership, you would have to have cars on that lot. So your list is your inventory, folks. We are in the people business, all right? Now, it's designed for duplication. Why? Because you put your list together, and everybody that you get involved with this company, they put their individual list together, and it leads you to more and more and more people. And I love the fact that these lists of folks from your team members, they're warm market lists, and it's easy to do, and it's duplicatable. Next, your list, it continuously grows. Folks, we commit to prospecting 1 to 3 people a day based upon how busy you are. So that list should continuously grow. It's a living and breathing document that continues to grow. It's often the reason that our businesses underperform, because we're not taking that list effectively. Just think about the number of folks that you've brought on board and been a part of this business. Imagine if you have 50 to 100 names of each from each one of those people, those affiliates that are part of the business, and you're physically helping them go through and make those contacts. That's what this is about. This is what you should be doing as a new person in the business. All right. So make sure you got that pen and paper together, because we're going to go through what it takes to put a list together. All right. Now, it allows your sponsor to work with you. It's easy. As I'm doing 3-way phone calls, I do so many, folks. It's hard sometimes to remember names and situations, but if it's written down and I have a copy of your list, that I can see that person's name right here. I can see who we're talking to. I see that that's your cousin, that's your uncle, the last time we contacted them possibly, and things that are like. It allows your sponsor to work with you so much better. So provide your sponsor with a copy of your list, folks. All right? They aren't going to do anything unethical with that. You trusted the person to bring you into this business, trust them to help you build it. So what I want you to do, folks, and I really need your participation here. All right, grab pen and paper for us right now. I need you to grab that pen and paper. I need you to grab those Gladiators Club forms, folks. It's a tremendous document. This is what it looks like if you just don't have one. So grab those documents. And right now, what I want you to do is I want you to write down. Okay, I want you to think about the first people that come to mind when you think about this business. Who are those top people that would come on board that would really knock this business out of the box? Put those people on a list right now. You should just be writing names. Let's work down this first column and just write names, okay? Let's put the names down on this column. You should be writing names right now. Who are the folks? Who are those folks that you know you're going to have to get them on the phone with somebody to help them see the value of this opportunity? Put those names on the list, okay? Who do you know right off the back that just on the basis of your name alone, on what you've been able to accomplish in life and been able to help, who do you know that will take a look at this just because you asked them to? Write their names down on the list. We want you to start writing down the top 20 people that you can think about that will support you in your business endeavors, that will get involved and take a look at this opportunity just because it's you. All right. So understand, folks, we don't want you to right now, you should not be determining whether a person will get started or not. You should be putting everybody that you know on this list, because everybody that you know deserves an opportunity to hear about this company the same way that you did. Understand that your mother, your father should be on this list. My father's involved. He owns gold. He owns coins. My mother-in-law is involved. She owns gold. She owns coins. All right. My brothers are involved. Put your brothers on the list. Your sisters on the list. Okay. Aunts and uncles. I've got aunts, uncles, cousins. Put them on the list. We should be writing down names right now. Your list should be growing. Put them on the list. Okay. Your grandparents, if God blessing you that they're still here, your grandparents should know what you're doing, folks, okay? Because oftentimes folks like this, they want to invest in gold, all right? They understand the power of leaving something behind. Your aunts, your uncles, your nieces and nephews, your cousins. I've got folks at all levels that we just talked about in this business, all right? Now, they started on a list, so put them down. You should be writing right now. What about your friends and neighbors? Co-workers, put them down on the list. Don't sort, because those that you think will, won't. Those that you think won't, will. Because you shouldn't make the decision, folks. You should let them make an honest, educated decision based upon the facts. So don't sort them out. Don't prejudge them out of this business before they even get there. People you work with. What about folks that you worship with? Folks that are part of your synagogue, your church, your mosque. Who do you study with? What about some of your classmates? Who did you graduate with? Think about if you were getting married today, or if your child was graduating from college today, high school, who would you invite to that graduation? Who would you send an invitation to? We're just coming out of Christmas. Who actually did you send a Christmas card? If you took the time to address it and send them a Christmas card, shouldn't they actually know about your business? Maybe they want to support your business, but they can't if they don't know about it. Who do you know that are part of civic groups, Rotary exchanges, JCs, political clubs, lodges, Elks Lodge, Moose Lodge, your fraternity? People from your hometown. Who did you serve in the military with? You should be writing. Your head should be down right now, and you should be writing. Who's in your daytime planner? Who are folks that actually brought opportunities like this to you in the past? They should be on a list, because they should be top candidates. Who's your accountant? Who do you know that's an actor? Who do you know that likes to do aerobics? Who do you know in the Air Force? Somebody that travels all around the world. We've got quite a few folks on this training now. Over 20 people that are part of this training right now. We all should be writing. Who do you know that likes cell phones? Who do you know that likes to read books? Who do you know that's looking to make some extra money? Make a great investment. Follow your business, folks. Who do you spend money with? My barber's involved with this company. He owns gold. He's bought a package. He's a part of the business. He owns coins. Follow your money. Who does your dry cleaning? Who's your doctor, dentist? Who's your insurance salesman? Shouldn't they know? Shouldn't they know what you're doing? Shouldn't they be able to support your business? You're supporting theirs. Who helps you with investments? Who does your taxes? Who are your children's teachers at school? Who's the principal at your child's school? Shouldn't they know? Shouldn't they support your business? Shouldn't your pastor be on the list? Maybe your pastor wants to set up a fundraiser. We've got fraternities that are looking at fundraisers. Who do you know in other states, folks? Alabama, Alaska, states very close to us. You live in Maryland, DC, Virginia, Delaware, North Carolina, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. Cities and states within driving distances. Who do you know in those areas? Who do you know in Florida? Who do you know in other countries? Australia, Africa, Canada. Your list should be growing. Just writing the names down. You're going to come back and you're going to put the numbers down. Now listen, what I want to do now is I just kind of want to open up and just kind of see and take a pulse right now of who's on the line and what you were able to do with your list. If you were able to add more names to your list, okay? If you had a list before, how many did you have on your list? How many names were you able to add to your list as a result of this exercise? All right, so again, this isn't something where a training where we're gonna just be talking to you. We want your assistance and your participation in this training. So if the first person could unmute and just tell us a little bit about what this exercise was able to help them do. Don't everybody speak at once.
Good morning.
Hello, Pam.
How you doing? This is Pam from New York. So far I've added 14 people to my list. And like you said, I'm not prejudging. I'm just adding to the list.
Okay. So you already came to the table with a list. That's correct?
Yes, I had a list already.
Okay. And how many did you have on your list prior?
Woo. Maybe 100.
100 on your list. Outstanding. You know, it's the person that has the largest list that I would bet on that would have the most success in his business. So I encourage you to write the numbers down next to those other names and continue to add on to that list, okay? 114, that's awesome. Do you think you'll be able to continue adding names to that list?
Yes.
Based upon some of the information you got today. Okay, great. Now, was this exercise good for you?
Yes, it was.
Outstanding, outstanding. Well, thank you so much, Pam, for your input. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Mr. Murray.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd also like to say something. As people are doing this, I want you to remember that you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep because I promise you there's some people that you overlooked while you're doing this exercise. You know, we talk about this thing called a chicken list in this business. And those are the people that you may have a lot of respect for. You know, Mr. Murray mentioned a lot of folks and had you guys going through here. There's some people that you may be afraid to approach, that you may not want, that you may just respect so much that you're nervous about your business and approaching them. I want to suggest to you that resist that temptation.
Dig deep, guys. Look at that person. Put that person on there. Put that person that you've always admired. Remember, you don't have to have a chicken list because if you're an eagle, if you soar like an eagle, you eat chickens for breakfast. So don't have a chicken. You go for it. You go in there and you put that person on there. You know, I'm so happy that you mentioned the pastor, Mr. Murray. because those are folks a lot of folks don't even think of. So just wanted to make sure that everybody really digs deep, because if you don't do it, there are other leaders on here that will actually approach that person. So go for it, guys. Don't be afraid. You have the best opportunity in the world. I just wanted to make sure I said that. Thank you, sir.
Outstanding, outstanding. Is it possible that we can get one other person to share and share information about their list and any names and numbers that they were able to add as a result of this exercise before we move forward? Okay, in lieu of time, we're going to move forward, folks. I certainly appreciate you guys for the participation there. Certainly looking for more participation in that light as we move forward in the future. But I do understand, just looking here at the folks that are on this line, we've got a plethora of folks, but we've definitely got people that should be participating and sharing on this line with the number of leaders that are here as well. So certainly appreciate you all. And certainly look forward to future participation. But listen, as I said, we're going to move on in lieu of time. So listen, what do we do with that list, folks? It's time to contact and invite. Okay, we don't want to give these people presentations via our mouth. What you want to do is you want to identify your prospects as red, greens, or blues. And the reason we do that is because we want to decide the type of approach that we want to make with them. So a red person, this is somebody that you look up to. I like to get your opinion. You want to get their opinion on the information, okay? Peers, they're greens. These are peers. You can use a direct or indirect approach with these folks, whichever you think is best. They're your peers. You know them better than anyone else, okay? Blues, these people are people that look up to you. So you use a direct approach. Hey, I need you to take a look at this, okay? Because typically you have influence over them. And a lot of times, while we might not want to talk to the reds, guess what? The hardest people to talk to are the ones that we typically go to all the time, and these are our peers. They're the hardest to get involved and the hardest to talk to, really, because they already know our situation. And these are the people more paramount, almost as much as the reds, is the reason why you have to use third party. So again, you select your approach, direct or indirect, you make the call. When you're making a call, folks, we suggest that you smile. Okay, be excited. Smile when you're talking because it radiates. You can feel it through the conversation, okay? You want to be outgoing. Be yourself, but definitely smile. Be a better yourself, all right? Invite people to a meeting, to a three-way, to view the tool, okay? You're not inviting them to hear you tell them about the business. That's one of the biggest mistakes that amateurs make in this business. All right. Answer questions by saying, I don't have a lot of time. When you're calling your person, that's something you might want to let them know up front. Hey, listen, man, I'm running out the door. I'm glad I caught you. Hey, listen, somebody just introduced me to an awesome business. Listen, you may or may not be interested. It'll only take a couple of minutes of your time. If I shot you a quick video, a 10-minute video, do you think you can look at that video by noon today? Great. I'll call you back about 12:30. Boom. All right. Quick introduction, person on the list, you just hit them, boom, you're off when you're running, you got a commitment, they're watching a video, text them out the video, and then follow up with them. And we're going to go through that. Get the commitment, okay? So you got to go into this with an objective. What is it, your objective? You want to share maybe the video with them, your landing page, that's your objective. So get the commitment. Be specific, where you're going to meet, what they're going to watch, when they're going to watch it, okay? And then get off the phone. It's important that you get off of the phone, because once you get a commitment, folks, and a person says, I'll watch it or listen to it, now what they want to do is they're going into fact finding. Okay, should I take the time to actually go through and get into this? Okay, so rather than do that, get off of the phone. Remember, you were rushing, right? Okay, so that way, when you're establishing the fact that you're rushing, that helps them understand that, listen, we're not going through a whole bunch of Q&A right now. I got this information. You may or may not be interested. Take a look at it. I'll get back to you in a little bit of time, shortly. Boom. And then text back to confirm. All right. So now I just want to I basically share the 8-minute video. I already showed you guys in the beginning where that landing page is. KaratGold.sg. That's the landing page. We went through that a little bit earlier. This is the video that I like to share. It's a short 8-minute video. Remember, folks get involved based upon a series of exposures. So sometimes if you want, yes, you can go ahead and send them a webinar, hour-long webinar. Many times what you'll find is you got to follow up. They haven't watched the whole webinar. listen, we're just looking to pique interest to find out if they're interested. If not, we move forward. We keep them in the loop, but we move forward. And we're looking for those that are interested right now. So I share something quick, fast, in a hurry that they can look at, and then I can move them through the series of exposures to get them where I need them to go. So let's talk about some contacts and inviting techniques, direct and indirect approach. So listen, this is how we're going to progress in this. Now there's some thought, there's technology, there's meaning behind the way this is done, folks. So you're contacting the first person on your list. Let's just say it's John. So you're using a direct approach. Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick. I have something I want to share with you. You may or may not be interested. It'll only take about 10 minutes of your time. If I text you a 10-minute video, do you think you could watch it by noon today? Great. I'll text you the link and call you back by 12:30 today. Talk to you soon, good brother. And then you're going to follow back up with them. Remember, they're supposed to watch it by noon. So you call them, you text them back at 12:10, and you say, hey, I got caught up in a meeting, but I'll call you back at 12:30. So now, if they haven't watched the video, now you're just jogging their memory right now. Oh, wow, let me watch that quick video. Remember, it's only 10 minutes. So you're doing that. And so you've done that, and now they've got time to watch that video so that now you can follow back up with them. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Why put a list together if you're not going to contact the people on that list, right? So now we're we're following back up with that person. Now, an indirect approach, very closely to the same, okay? Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick. So you're letting them know we're not going to be on the phone for a whole long time, and that eliminates the possibility of you getting questions. Well, what's it about? Well, what's this? What's that? Boom, okay? So real quick, sir, I respect you a lot as a businessman. Another business owner, Mr. Murray, recently introduced me to a great business idea. You may or may not be interested, but I'd like to get your opinion about the information. And it'll only take about 10 minutes of your time. I know that you're busy, but do you think that you can view the 10-minute video by noon today? Great, I'll text you the link. I'll call you back by 12:30 to get your thoughts. Thanks again. I'll call you back at 12:30 today. Boom. 12:10 again. Follow up. Hey, got caught up in a meeting. I'll call you back at 12:30. Boom. All right. So pretty much the same thing. Indirect, direct. That business person that read, listen, we just want to get your opinion. You may or may not be interested. It takes them off the hook. All right. So that is your contacting, you're inviting, the piquing the interest. All right. You can go back to Wealth Builders Worldwide. There's other verbiage there to go into and that you can use in order to use as a direct and indirect approach. So you may not like this one. You may want to use something else. But here's the thing. You want to be brief. You want to be smiling. You want to be quick. You want to get off the phone. And always accomplish your agenda. Remember, you want to set the appointment. You want to share the information, saying as little information out of your mouth as you can. Because understand this, folks, whether you get a person in or not, the objective is through a course of exposures, they're going to get started. So if some of the best people you're going to bring into your business, it's going to take you a year, maybe even 2 to bring them in. So you want to make sure that you're training them right. Don't over talk it, okay? Somebody needs to mute their line. We got a little background noise, if you will. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm going to go through and mute all real quick. Boom. All right. I definitely want to make sure that we can keep this call interactive. So let's just be mindful of our mute buttons. Sometimes we hit them inadvertently. Thank you so much. But folks, understand that you're training people from the very first time that you contact and you show them. You can't tell a person use third party if you talk to them and told them everything about the business. You can't come back and say that. You get one chance to make a first impression and to show a person how it is that you build a business. So even though I teach this, I even have to make sure that I don't overtalk it when I'm doing it myself, okay? Because again, people do what we do and not what we say. So what we're gonna do is I wanna open up. Before we open up, because we're gonna go through, I'm gonna need some of you to step up and start sharing. We're gonna do an actual exercise, and I want some of you guys to come on the phone and actually call me as the person on your list, okay? So, and then we're going to critique, all right? So again, just some of the things, don't get trapped in answering questions, all right? tell me about it. That's the first thing that they're going to say. Oh, well, tell me about it. You know, I would if I could. It's 90% visual. The video will do it all for you. I don't want to do you any misjustice. It's like a puzzle. You got to see it all together to sort of make sense. Take a look at that video, and I'll get back to you at 12:30. All right. I don't want to mess it up for you. Take a look at that video. I'll get back to you at 12:30. You know, I wouldn't ask you to give up any of your time if it wasn't worthwhile. Listen, take a look at that video and answer all your questions. I'll get back to you at 12:30. All right. And then one of the things is after you make that connection, all right, after they view the information and you're calling them back, don't get caught up in the answering questions at that point. Okay. I was advised not to explain it myself. That's Dr. Rozzelle's job. Hold on for a second while I get him on the line. All right. And we'll go into a little bit of edification a little bit later. So what I want to do, 20 some odd folks on this line here this evening. I need somebody to step up and unmute their line and contact Al Murray, the first person on their list. Who's willing to step up? How about one of you seasoned associates on the line? How do you make that contact? All right, let's demonstrate that for some of the newer folks on the line. Need you guys to help me make this training what it needs to be.
All right, Mr. Murray, I'll do it.
Miss Elliott, thank you so much. All right. Okay, so what you're doing is you're starting with the first person on the list, and the first person is Al Murray. So let's go ahead and well, what we're going to do first and foremost is you're going to call your expert and make sure he's available for three-way phone calls. Okay. Or let them know that, you know, you're going to be expecting, you know, to be following up with some folks right around 12:30. Can they be available for three ways? Okay. And then you're going to go into contacting the very first person on that list. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm your expert right now, and you're just going to be calling me up to ask me if I'm available for three ways.
Ring.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Mr. Murray. How are you today?
Outstanding, Miss Elliott. And yourself?
Great, great. I'm just working hard today. I just wanted to call and ask you, would you be available around 12:30 to do a couple three ways for me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Certainly will.
Great, great. Well, the first person on my list is Mr. Murray, and you know, he runs his own business, and I've known him for about 10 years, and so we have a relationship. His name is Al. His name is with Jack Emerson, and I just want to have a conversation with him about the business and move him to the next level of the three-way call and then to a webinar.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do that.
All right. Ring.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Mr. Murray. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
Great, great. Don't mind me. I'm really excited. I've just been introduced to a nice business opportunity. I wanted to know if you would be interested in looking at a business opportunity, if you keep your business opportunities open.
I do.
Okay, great, great. What time is best for you, 12 or 12:30, to watch a short video for me?
12 will be fine.
12. Okay, great, great.
How
I'm
long
gonna
is the video?
It's about 8 minutes long.
8 minutes. Okay, yeah, 12 o'clock would be good.
Yeah, because I'm kind of busy as well, so I don't want to make it too long for you. So I will contact you back around 12:30. Is that great time for you? 12 or 12:30? What time is best for you?
You could probably call me back by 12. That's good. That'll give me enough time to take a look at the video. You said is this about 8-10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What's it about?
Well, you know, I don't want to mess it up for you. I'm really excited, and I'm in training at the moment, so I would like to just get you the video, and I think it'll give you all the information that you need. And if you have any questions, we'll take a look at that later.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so what, you gonna text me out the video?
Yes, I will. Just a few moments. So I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Bye-bye. Good stuff. All right, I like that. And what I want to do, Miss Elliott, first and foremost, is I want to get you to critique yourself. How do you feel as though you did with your exposure there, picking the interest and sharing the video?
Well, when I settled myself down, I'm kind of an animated person, and so the fire that comes to me is a little different when I'm in the midst of the moment. I don't know why on these calls it's a little different, but when I'm in the mode, I think I've had some good training from my upline, so I'm kind of going straight to the people, no matter who they are. So I'm doing pretty good with it. I'm really following the scripts. I really do pretty good with it, and I'm kind of animated with it. I'm really excited, so they know I'm telling the truth. I'm so excited, I'm not going to explain it to you, because I'm really excited about this business, so it comes off just like that.
Sounds
it just
good.
comes off I'm very excited about doing this. So most of the time I get their attention with the excitement itself.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Now, one thing I will suggest to you, because understand this, a lot of times, and especially folks like myself, I get calls all the time for three-way phone calls, and sometimes I get inundated. I'm busy. And for me as an expert, I don't necessarily want to hear when you're going to make your telephone calls. You're calling me to ask me if I'm available for three-way phone calls. Possibly around 12:30 or what have you. You're going to be working on following up with folks for the next hour or so. I can be available for three ways. That's all I really need to know at this point in time, because if you call me back an hour from now, I may or may not, I may have done a few three ways in between that. I probably am not going to remember the person's name that you told me about. So make sure that that's fresh when you call me back with the person on the line. Okay. So a lot of times, sometimes people do three ways and they say, are you available for three ways? Okay, great. Hold on while I try to get my person, and then you're sitting there holding and they call their person and they're not there. Okay. Right. So what you've just done is your expert who's there to help you. In essence, they're there to help you, but in a way you're kind of using up some time that they could be using more valuable somewhere else. Okay. Right. So when you call that expert back, you have the person on the phone but they're on hold.
Right.
Okay. So just an example. Now, some folks like to, especially, sometimes we may change that up a little bit, because sometimes if I'm working with a new affiliate, I might be on the line on hold while they're calling their people. Okay. So, but as we get more seasoned, and it sounds like you're starting to get good with this. I know we've done some three ways in the past as well, and you're working with some sharp folks as well. So you're seasoned. So, you can kind of, just put your person on your expert on hold, get them on a standby. And then also another good thing is possibly to have two experts on standby. Okay. So, so with that, great job. What I want to do is I want to open up right now. And so thank you so much, Ms. Elliott. I want to move on to another person and see if we can get somebody else just to go through calling up and asking for the expert to see if they're available, and then starting to call through folks on that list. Can we get somebody else that's willing to step up and do that? $20 people on this line. Come on, folks. What are y'all scared of?
Mr. Murray, I'll be happy. Go ahead. Is there somebody else? Okay. Mr. Murray, I'll be happy to do it.
Absolutely, sir. Appreciate you.
All right. So, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Murray, how you doing, sir?
Outstanding. Yourself?
Awesome. The best day of my life, getting better every single moment. The best is yet to come. Will you be available for some three ways about 12:30?
Absolutely. Certainly will.
All right. Excellent, man. Appreciate you. So I'll be talking to you in a few.
Good stuff. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Al, what's going on, man?
Oh, it's all good, sir. How you doing, man? Is this Doc?
Oh, man. Man, awesome, man. Living the best day of my life, getting better every moment. The best is yet to come. Listen, did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, awesome. Look, I got to run, but I'm excited about some information that I came across. I really respect your opinion. So I was wondering if I could run it by you. Take just a few moments of your time. So do you have about 8 minutes to take a look at something for me?
Yeah, 8 minutes. Yeah, I could do that.
Excellent, excellent. So I'll be getting it over to you right now, and I'll be giving you a call back in about 8 minutes after I get it to you. Is that all right?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay, excellent. Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Great. Okay, now I like that. I like that. So basically what you're doing is, you know, in a different approaches, okay? Because one, we set up a time frame. Two, this way, Dr. Rozzelle went straight into it. I know I got an 8-minute video. Can you watch it right now? Great, you watch it right now. I'll call you back in about 8 to 10 minutes. I like that approach. I like that approach. It's one I use quite often as well. Anything that you wanted to say about that approach, Dr. Rozzelle?
No. The only thing I wanted to say is that the whole purpose is to respect their time, to also have them edify your own time. Like you said, it doesn't leave them any room to ask me questions. And the reason I do it that way is because I'm usually in the process of following up with other people as well, calling other people as well. So that's exactly why. That's all I wanted to share about that.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Thank you so much, sir. So listen, so now that's how we contact, we invite, we share, pique the interest with the video. All right. So let's move forward. And again, folks, we got some folks on this line. I'm going to need you guys to step up and not be afraid to participate on this line. Okay. It's how we all get better. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Okay. So now we got to follow back up with that person. It's 8 minutes later, or it's 12:30. You've texted them the information at 12:10, and you know, you're calling them back at 12:30. Okay. So with the follow-up, what you want to do is you want to ask them what they like best about what they heard or saw in the video. And the reason why we do this, folks, is a lot of times you want to direct the kind of responses that you're getting. So maybe the person doesn't like what they seen. They don't understand what they saw. So we don't want to ask them what they think. Oh man, well, I think this is a pyramid. Oh, I think this is illegal. That's not what I want. I want to know I want something that I can start working with straight away, that I can get to my expert and help, so that my expert can have a point to start at. Okay. Something positive. So what did you like best about what you heard or saw in the video? Oh, well, I like the money. I like the fact that we're saving in gold and building wealth in gold. Great. So what you're doing now is you're mirroring and matching. Great. I like that also when I saw the video for the first time myself. Well, do you see an opportunity for yourself? So here, you know, most of the time, if they say yes, then you move them back to the registration button on your landing page. Okay. Now here's the thing. And you walk them through setting up their account. Now this, you might have to go back to and ask your upline or your sponsor to help you with the setup of the account. Okay. But most of the times, understand, they just watched an 8-minute video. So they're really going to have questions. They don't have enough information really to make an informed decision at this point in time. The purpose was to move them through a series of exposures and to find out their interest level, if you will. Okay. So that's what you're asking. What did you like best about what you heard or saw? Great. You mirror and match. Okay. So you like the person as well. Okay, great. I like that also. Did you see an opportunity for yourself? Yes. Yeah, I saw an opportunity for myself. So you move them forward to the registration button on the landing page. They already have it. That's where they watch the video at, right? Okay. So now if they have questions, now this is what they should. The video is designed so they'll have questions. They don't know how much it costs to get started. They don't know how much the goal is. They don't know about the packages. They don't know about the coin packages. They don't know any real pertinent details about this business. So, so now, if they have questions, your response is, okay, I understand. Listen, I was advised not to explain it myself. That's Dr. Rozzelle's job. He knows all of the facts, loves to help people. He likes having fun. He's having a lot of success in the business. He's extremely busy. Hold while I see if I can get 1 minute of his time. Okay. And again, this is designed so that we're edifying Dr. Rozzelle. Okay. We're edifying our expert. All right. And then we're also letting the person know that, listen, he's extremely busy. That's going to be one of their top excuses. No, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. Oh, man, I don't have no time to talk to anybody. So you're telling them that your expert is busy, extremely busy. Let me see if I can get 1 minute of his time. You know, sometimes I might say, man, what I like about it most is he always takes a little bit of time to help me with my business. Hold on, let me see if I can get 1 second of his time. Bop. And at that point, you're not waiting for a response. You didn't ask a question. What you did was you made a statement. And really, you gave a command. You said, hold while I see if I can get a minute of his time. So you're not waiting for an answer. You click. And now you dial your expert. Okay. Now, in the opportune time, if they were to say no, okay, then your response will be something like this. Listen, before you make your final decision, you should talk to Dr. Rozzelle. Hold on while I get him on the line, okay, before you make your final decision. All right. Now, understand, your expert is not a miracle worker. If the person is not interested, they're not interested. But remember, your job is to get them to watch the video and move them to the next exposure, right? Dr. Rozzelle may better be able to handle some of the objections than yourself. All right. So again, but you remember, he's not God. Okay. He can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do. Okay. But again, you're not just giving up right at the moment. Listen, I respect that. Everything is not for everybody. But before you make your final decision, you should talk to Dr. Rozzelle. Hold him for a second while I see if I can get 1 minute of his time. You may go into a little bit of the edification there, but again, you've already edified here anyway. Okay. All right. So, but edification is always good. We always want to make sure that we edify. Okay. Another thing you can say when they start saying, you know, if they give you some objections there, okay, well, I don't really want to talk to anybody right now, blah, 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 blah. If you get caught into that situation and they're giving you excuses, hey, listen, that's the exact reason you need to talk to Dr. Rozzelle. Hold on for a second while I get him on the line. And now you click. That's the command again. Hold on while I get them on the line. So then you explain to Dr. Rozzelle what the issue is. Hey, they watched the video and listen, they just don't feel like they had time to do this business, or they think it's a pyramid. Boom. Okay. If you can answer that objection, what I like to do is move them to the Tuesday night webinar. So boom, you know, so Dr. Rozzelle may come back and he may say something that, you know, to help them overcome that objection and say, listen, what you need to do is really visit our webinar. Join us on our webinar on Tuesday at 7:30. He makes that invitation for you, okay? And then finally, if you can't do that, then listen, I understand everything isn't for everybody. Listen, John, is it okay if I just keep you informed? And with that, and that's all, and now they give you permission to call them back. But I need you to understand, with that permission to call back, it doesn't mean harass. See, amateurs harass, they try to convince. Professionals, they sort. So what I'm gonna do is maybe next month, I'm gonna call them up and I'm gonna say, hey, John, man, I'm glad I caught you. Hey, listen, just wanted to give you a call. You said it was cool to keep you informed. Man, my business is going well, man. I brought my first 5 folks on board, got a free upgrade to the next level in the business. Those 5 folks are on their way to getting their 5. Man, my team is growing. I'm excited. Well, listen, how are the kids? Oh, the kids doing well? Great, great, great. All right, good. Well, look, man, I just wanted to holler at you real quick. Talk to you later. Boom. You don't even say nothing about taking a look at something else. Okay, but that's the posture that you can have when you have a large list, when you got many people to talk to, when you've got 10, 20, 30 people in the pipeline in the process of going through exposures, getting ready to get into the business. That's the posture that you can have. You're not flustered about any one person. You take all of that personal stuff up out of it and you let everybody know and you move them through the system. So what we want to do now is we want to see, Miss Elliott, maybe you can start out, okay? Because what I want you to do now is you're calling the person back to ask them what they like best about what they heard or saw on the video. And then we're moving them through to set up the 3-way phone call, okay? So your person is going to have questions. That's typically the way it works at this point. They have questions. So let's open back up. Miss Elliott, are you willing to help me with this exercise?
Oh, sure.
Okay, great. I appreciate you stepping up. So what I want you to do now is you're calling me back. It's 12:30. You're calling me back, and you're asking me what I like best about what I heard or saw on the video, and you're moving me and transitioning me to the 3-way phone call. We're not going to do the 3-way phone call, but you're moving me to that phase.
Ring.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Mr. Murray.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, great. You took a look at the video?
I sure did.
Oh, great, great. So what did you like about it?
Wow, it sounds like it's a good company doing some phenomenal things. I kind of like the idea of saving in gold. Makes a lot of sense to me. I kind of thought that, I mean, is the gold expensive? Because, you see gold, man, these big bricks of gold. I mean, I think the gold is like, what, $12,000, $13,000 an ounce or something like that?
Well, great. I'm glad that you like that part of it, and I felt the same way you do. Didn't know all the answers to it, so I don't want to mess up anything for you, and your questions can be answered by a gentleman who just has all the information that you need. He likes to have fun. He's having a lot of success, and he's extremely busy. So I'm going to get him on the line. So he's my senior partner, and I'm going to get him on the line so he can answer your questions.
Well, I'm not sure if I really want to talk to anybody right now. Can you answer the questions for me?
Yes, he can. He's very, I've just been advised not to do that because I'm just in training and I really don't want to give you the wrong information. So let me just get him on the line, and trust me, he's really, really busy. So just to get him on the line for 1 minute is difficult. So just hold on for 1 second.
I will. Great,
right.
great. Listen, I love the way you did that. The only thing I came back at you a little differently, because what you did is you kind of asked me if I would hold while you connect me. Okay. And that's why I put that objection in there, because you opened it up for it. Generally, I give the command, hold while I see if I can get 1 minute of his time. Okay. So remember, the way we move through this process is and the way the verbiage is designed in this, and that's what this is so important, why we have to understand the language of the business. And because the language is designed to overcome the objections before they arise. So one objection is, hold on, can you tell me about it? Because you asked, you opened it up for that. So we want to close that window and give the command, hold while I see if I can get 1 minute of his time. Okay. Great job at edifying. Great job. And I know sometimes it's hard, like you said, it's hard to do it on the line like this. But when you can do it in this environment, you can do it even better, like you said, on your own. So I definitely appreciate you sharing that with us. Anyone else? Dr. Rozzelle, did you want to go ahead and move through this phase as well? Did you want to demonstrate that?
Oh, Mr. Murray, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
No, sir. It's going along just nicely. Great job, sir. Thank you, Ms. Elliott.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so what we're going to do is I want to open up one more time to someone else on the line and just see if they would be willing to make that phone call, the follow-up phone call, to find out what their person liked best about what they heard or saw in the video. And then we'll need to move into three-way phone calls, and then we'll be concluding this training. So let's go ahead. Is there one other person that can step up and make that telephone call? You'll have to unmute your line. Well, I love this. All these awesome leaders on the line. Everybody's shy. Anybody want to step up? Okay. Miss Elliott, since you are, I want to ask you to call another person on your list. Can you do that for us? Let's try it one more time.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate your help in assisting me here. We've got all these seasoned associates on the line, and I think they just want to see you work. Right now.
I'm learning. I'm good.
Great. Well, that's what it's all about. We certainly appreciate that for sure. So listen, let's go ahead and contact the next person that you had watching the video. It's time to follow back up with them. So you call them to ask them what they like best about what they heard or saw.
Hey, hi. Hey, ring.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Mr. Emerson. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. What did you like best about the video that you watched?
Man, it seems like it's a stable company. And I see it's pertaining to gold and cryptocurrency. I don't know a whole lot about cryptocurrency, but I think I want to get involved in it. Can you tell me a little bit about cryptocurrency?
First of all, I'm glad that you see an opportunity for yourself, and I wouldn't do you any justice by telling you anything at the moment because I'm in training. So what I'd like to do is just get you to my senior partner, Dr. Rozzelle, who is very, very busy. but he knows all the information. He's an expert at this. He likes people. He likes having a lot of fun. And he's, once again, he's extremely busy. So just hold on for a moment while I get him on the line.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome job. See, and I like that. Just hold on while I get them on the line. That, to me, that is just like the best approach, because you're giving the command. And not only that, even though you're new, you know, sometimes I might tone that down just a little bit. Sometimes, because sometimes if you don't have to tell a person that you're new, you can still keep that level of respect that they may have for you and being somebody that knows what they're doing. Okay. So all the time, you don't have to say that you're new, but I like that approach. That approach is okay. And as you kind of, you know, get a little move through your comfortability in doing this, then you might change that up a little bit. But great job. I certainly appreciate that. So listen, folks, and thank you so much, Ms. Elliott. I may need you to demonstrate the three-way phone call too, if I can't get any one of these other leaders or folks on the line to participate here as well. But I thank you so much for lending your voice to the call. It's been a tremendous help and value here as well. All right, so let's move forward. All right, let's talk about the edification piece. And that's something that we did a little bit in the last exercise, but edification, it builds respect. It's simply saying something good about the other person. It's it also hits certain personality traits of your prospect. You know, if your prospect is a fall type of person and they like to hear about facts, we probably will not spend a whole bunch of time talking to them about the money in the peaking interest phase. We want to share that they can get the facts from this person that you're about to talk to. Okay. If they're a spring personality and they like to help folks like pastors and what have you, nurses, doctors, and things of the like, then this is what we focus on. But in the edification piece, we hit on, you know, the person likes to have fun, for those summer type of people that like having fun. Okay. And those people, then, hey, he's having a tremendous amount of success in the business. And, you know, in most cases, you know, success equates to money, you know. So again, for that winner type of person, boom, we're hitting that personality type. And that's why we go through, hey, he knows all of the facts, love to help people, likes having fun, and is having a tremendous amount of success in the business. Hold on for a second. He's extremely busy. Let me see if I get 1 minute of his time. Boom. And again, folks, you can see that kind of rolls off of my tongue. All right. And that's because I practiced it. Okay. Professionals will practice. They'll get in the mirror. They'll practice their verbiage. They're learning and making sure they understand the language of this business. So it's extremely important that you do that. Okay. Now, he's extremely important. So hold while I get him on the line. Last part of the edification piece, folks. All right. So now let's just explain this three-way phone call very, very quickly. And then let's try to demonstrate one or two real quick. All right. So important here, you call your expert first, okay? Don't interrupt the expert at any point in time, okay? Thank the expert after the appointment is over, all right, and set the appointment. When you call your expert, it's important that you let your expert know what your objective is. And this isn't the first time when you call them, when you're calling them back, okay? Not when you're calling them to ask them, is he available, all right? But when you call them back for the, when you call them back with your person, with your prospect on the line, now you want to let your expert know your objective, because again, your expert is not a miracle worker. He's not a mind reader. He needs to know what it is that the person heard or saw, what they like best, somewhere to start from, and then your end game. What is it that you're looking to do? Hey, you know what? This guy he's seen the video. He wanted more information. I got him directly straight onto one of the webinars that was done last week. You know, pre-recorded webinar. So he's seen the entire presentation. Let's attempt a soft close. And if he's not amenable to getting started straight away, let's try to move him to the Monday night live briefing. Boom. So a series of exposures, right? Okay, so now your expert is always on a last name basis, all right? Many times we're gonna use you as on the last name basis as well, okay? But understand this, he knows 110% of the facts, loves to help people, likes having fun, and knows how to make money, okay? Or is having a lot of success in the business, whichever you feel comfortable with. But understand this, folks, your prospect is always on a first name basis. I don't care if it's a doctor, an attorney, whomever, first name basis, all right? Because we don't want the prospect, we want the prospect to have respect for the expert. We want your prospect to say, wow, who is this person that they're edifying? I need to talk to them. That's what you want them saying, okay? Because understand, your prospect already has trust. you and your there's trust between you and your prospect. Whether you just met them at the gas station and exchanged numbers, okay, they gave you their number, they took your call, they listened to a video, they took your call again, and now you're transferring them to an expert. So they got some level of trust for you here. And now through your edification of the expert, you've developed the respect between your prospect and your expert. Okay, so let's move forward with this. I want to open up first and foremost, Miss Elliott. First, I want to see if there's anybody else on the line that would be willing to go through. And Miss Elliott, you can be one person for me too. You're either going to be the prospect or you're going to be the affiliate. But let's just see if we can get one other person to step up and just be one of these people. Maybe the prospect. Can we get somebody to step up and be the prospect? Unless they actually want to be the affiliate doing a three-way phone call. Call to action. Call to action. One of the 20 folks on here listening. Call to action. Okay.
I do it, Al. I'm about to go to watch Demi's presentation at 11. So I do it.
Okay, sounds good. We're gonna be done with this real quick. I appreciate you being in a rush. See, what you just did was you was in a rush right there, right? You're on your way out the door, right? And need me to watch that video. I like that. That's cool. Yeah. All right, sounds good. So listen, so let's let you can be the
prospect
affiliate.
Affiliate?
You cool with being an affiliate? Let's go ahead and see if we can give Miss Elliott a little break real quick.
Ooh, oh God. Oh, I'm about to freeze up. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, go ahead, sir. You can handle it. All right, so you are the affiliate. Okay, Miss Elliott will be the prospect. We're going to give her a break this moment, and I appreciate you guys for doing it. So first and foremost, Mr. Elliott, what you're going to do is you're going to call your expert, make sure that he's available for three-way phone calls, okay? And then you're going to call your prospect up, and you're going to ask them what they like best about what they heard or saw on the video, and then you're going to move through into the three-way phone call.
Woo. Hey, hi, ring.
Ho. You cool with that, Mr. Galloway?
I'm gonna try. My mind froze up just for a hot second. I'm telling you, I'm kind of like excited.
So Mr. Galloway is the prospect, right?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be the prospect.
Go ahead. You can be the prospect, Mr. Galloway. You be the prospect, okay. Ms. Elliott. You're gonna be the affiliate. Okay, good stuff.
Okay, ring. So I'm calling you, Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Okay, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Murray.
How you doing today?
Great. I have a prospect on the line. He has his own business, and I've been knowing him for a couple years, and he really I really respect him. So I'm trying to move him to one of the webinars or something of that nature, one of the PGRs or something.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have about a few moments that you can do the three-way for me?
Okay, sounds good. So what is your person had a chance to take a look at?
He's looked at my landing page.
Okay, landing page. And what did they like best about what they heard or saw?
He liked the idea that we were the cryptocurrency and the gold. He said he liked that best.
Okay.
He had a little bit was talking about the cryptocurrency a little bit and Bitcoin.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and okay, and you're looking to move them to either a webinar or a live briefing.
Yes.
Okay, great. And what was the name?
His name is Mr.
Jermaine?
Lloyd, Reggie Lloyd.
Okay, let's go, Jermaine.
Okay, all right. Jermaine, is it Jermaine Gallo? Okay, his name is Jermaine Gallo.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, great. Let's go ahead and patch him through.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, Jermaine. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I have Mr. Murray on the line. He's been so gracious to give us about a minute of his time. So I'm going to connect you to him, and just hold on for just a second.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Murray.
Yes.
I have Jermaine on the line. Jermaine, Mr. Murray.
How you doing, Jermaine?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm outstanding. I'm outstanding. Hey, listen, allow me to introduce myself very quickly. My name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm extremely excited about this opportunity that has Miss Elliott and myself aligned with this company that's been in business since 2011. We're super excited about what's going on here, and I understand that you had a chance to take a look at our 8-minute video. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
Great, great, great. Now, listen, what did you like best about what you heard or saw in that video?
Well, I like the fact that right now, investing in gold right now. I really like that. But this crypto stuff, I don't really know much about. So I probably have to, take a little time just to, look into it a little bit. And I do want to look into KaratBars because I'm not, when it comes to, I don't know. It's a good. It sounds too good to be true, to be honest with you. But
Yeah, well, I definitely concur with that. Basically after just watching just 8 minutes, you're not unlike most people. You're not unlike myself, for that matter. When I first saw it, I thought it was too good to be true, and I found that when I got involved with it, that was absolutely true. It is too good to be true, and that's why I love it so much. Here's the thing, sir. I appreciate the fact that you understand what we're doing and that there's value and saving in gold and taking money, transferring fiat currency to gold. There's definitely value in that. Cryptocurrency, man, it is the wave of the future. And what I love most about our cryptocurrency is the fact that it's backed by 999.9 pure 24 karat gold. And that means something in the industry. So understand you're in the right place at the right time. But this is what I want to do, man. I could not expect for you to be ready to make an informed decision as to whether this is something that is as valuable to you as it is for Miss Elliott and I, without getting a little more information. And what I'm going to be doing, what we're doing on Tuesday at 7:30 is we're doing a private business reception via webinar. And I want to give you a personal invite at 7:30. If I get Miss Elliott to send you the link to that, you think you can log on? We start promptly at 7:30. You think you'll be able to jump on at about 7:25?
Yeah, sure. I'll make time. I'll make time.
Tremendous, tremendous. Well, listen, I definitely wanted to extend you that personal invite. So, Ms. Elliott, if you would, please, at the conclusion of this call, please send the link to that webinar that starts on Tuesday at 7:30. Mr. Jermaine here has decided that he'll be on that webinar at 7:25. Excited for him. So with that, before I let you go, Jermaine, I just want to let you know that, I'm not sure how well you know and how you know Miss Elliott, but listen, she's doing a phenomenal job in this business. She's helping people all around the world start and saving in gold and helping people understand and learn about this cryptocurrency. So you're in the right place, man, and you couldn't be working with a better person. So with that, sir, I personally look forward to talking to you again this Tuesday at 7:30. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Murray, for your time.
You're welcome. Boom.
Jermaine, I'll send you the landing page.
Yes, thank you so much. I like that. I like that. Reflection. You reflected everything I say right back at me. I like that. Okay. That kind of broke the ice for me a little bit.
Okay. So listen, 3-way phone calls are paramount, man. And if you understand Miss Elliott, see, the object of the 3-way phone call is to overcome the objection of this. I am not a talker. You're good. You're good, Miss Elliott, at talking to people. I'm not good at talking to people. Now, Miss Elliott can come back and say, well, wait a minute. Let's think about this. How much talking did I actually do? Do you think you could share a video, an 8-minute video with somebody? Oh, yeah, I can do that. Do you think that you could do a 3-way phone call and put that person that's watched that 8-minute video on the phone with somebody else to answer their questions? Oh, yeah, I can do that. And so that's the system. And the system has you to this point, ready to get started. That's how people all around the world are making income with this particular company. And boom, let's app them up and get them started. Let's go ahead and get you started. Okay. And so that's why the system is the system, and it's how we want to work through things. And understand, there were a few things in that 3-way phone call. There was a minimal amount of edification in that video. So we didn't go through the first personality types. Okay. But understand, you do not have to be perfect. You get better over time with the 3-way phone calls. Okay. And that's why the expert is so important as well, because the expert can help pick up in areas where you might be slacking or lacking. That's why he's the expert, okay? And then understand it's so much better. Miss Elliott can always come back when she's following up with Jermaine on Monday, say around noon, or Monday evening to be on the webinar on Tuesday. Hey, with a quick text, hey, Jermaine, spoke to Mr. Murray. He's excited about sharing the information with you tomorrow at 7:30.
Mr. Murray, I have a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
So my question is, in the three-way call, I guess I got a little confused because I thought when the edification took place, when I was talking to them and I got them on that three-way call with you. So at that point, I was edifying. So when we go back to talk about the video, if they watched it or not, do we do that again? Do we edify again?
Okay. You share the video.
Right.
You let them know that you're going to call them back after they watch the video.
Right.
You call them back after they watch the video. What did you like best about what you heard or saw? They have questions. They have questions. You edify your three-way person, your expert. You edify your expert, and then you get them on the phone with the expert.
Okay. So, but when I called you, because we had this before, when I called you to talk to them, there's no need for all that edification. I thought we weren't supposed to do it at that point because we're just supposed to go right into that conversation.
Okay. You're going to call me 2 times. Okay. You're going to call me first to see if I'm available for three-way phone calls.
Right.
We get off the phone and you go do what you do. I don't talk to you again until you are ready for me to do your three-way phone call.
Right.
And that's when you do your edification before you put me on the phone for the three-way.
Okay. Right. Okay.
You got me?
Yes.
Okay. So you're calling in advance. You're sitting down with your list. You're calling me up to see if I'm available for three-way phone calls. I am available for three-way phone calls. You're contacting the folks on your list. You're sharing the video with them. You follow back up with them after they watch the video to see what they like best about what they heard or saw. They now have questions. You edify your expert, and you get the expert on the phone to execute the three-way phone call. Your expert invites them out to the next exposure that you've identified that you want your prospect to go to. We okay with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I got it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So what I want to do at this point in time, we're approaching on 10:30. We're about to close out. I certainly appreciate everybody for participating here. But here's the last thing that I want to go over before we terminate. Here is the private goal reception, folks. We really need you guys to set this thing up, set a date within a week of getting started in the business for setting up your private goal reception. You're going to get help in setting that up. This is your actual grand opening. If you were to open up a business, you don't want to just open the doors with no fanfare. You want to open the doors with a grand opening. So schedule your private goal reception, okay? Schedule more than one. You can have them as often as you want. You can have one the first week, one the second week, and what have you. The object of doing one private goal reception is to set up repeated private goal receptions. So when you have 2 or 3 people get started at your private goal reception, they're going to set the date for their private goal reception right then and there so that the expert can schedule it up and maybe do theirs next week. So now you're inviting people to their private goal reception next week, or maybe they're inviting it to yours because it can be a team effort. All right. So you can schedule as many of them up as you want it. We do one to schedule up others. Okay. Don't change the room around. If people are comfortable coming to see your house the way it is, you know, if you remember, if you invite, you're going to have to invite 10 people to get one. Okay. You're going to have to go through that list, through your list. You're inviting people over to your home for this private goal reception, and you can do the three-way phone calls for that. That's the best way to do it. Okay. Three-way phone call. All right. So, again, don't change the room around, because remember, if just one person shows up, what does it look like if you got 20 chairs set up? Okay. But if one person shows up, guess what? It's a private goal reception. So you're here to talk privately with this one person. All right. Again, only light refreshments, chips, you know, lemonade, something, Sprite, something that's not of color. You don't want red juice spilling all over the place, if anything like that. Ask your guests to bring ice. Ask them to bring something. That locks them in. Okay. So, hey, look, you invite them over to the house. Hey, listen, man, we're going to have some light refreshments. Can you bring a bag of ice? Now, you might have a whole bunch of ice. Guess what? You can make some daiquiris afterwards to celebrate everybody getting started in the business, all right? Always have paper applications there just in case. So that way you can close everybody out real quick with their gold savings account. So you have those paper applications available and set up private gold receptions for all new affiliates. So that's your private business reception, folks. Let's make sure that we move forward with that. And now your homework assignment is to contact your sponsor. Let them know that you have your list. So now you're going to have to finish your list off. Finish adding folks from your directory, your phone book directory, from your church directory. Move those names out of your phone onto the Gladiators Club form, folks, right then and right there. Okay, give your sponsor a copy. You want to email them a copy of your list. All right, take a picture of this. All right, and give them, set up your private gold reception date. Let them know that you're ready to start contacting and inviting, piquing people's interest, and see if they are available for three-way phone calls. So this is your homework assignment as an affiliate, as a new person completing this training. Make sure you contact. They're expecting a call from you, letting them know that you have your list, that you're ready to email it to them, that you're ready to set up your private gold reception, and that you're ready to start doing three-way phone calls. So with that, folks, we're super excited about each and every one of you. Just want to share some things with you that are coming up throughout the week here in the Maryland area. You can take a look at this. Certainly want to make sure that we're tying into everything there. We also have in the Maryland area, a Super Saturday training. Somebody can type the date in that. I had the date written down, but somehow in my, I want to say it's January 19th, just going off of memory, but I don't have my other book here with that date in it. So if somebody could type that in the chat, that would be great. So let's just be mindful of that. I want to say that it's January 19th. So with that, folks, I certainly appreciate each and every one of you joining us here on this training. We will be back here again next Saturday. Invite your new people to this call. We need you guys to be prepared. Have your Gladiators forms. Make sure that you're telling your new affiliates to have their Gladiators forms. Ask them to participate. This is designed to be beneficial for you and for them. I hope you got value out of this. Thank you. God bless and good night or good day.